bounty hunter, cage trolls.
You should have like purging the heretics also. Those are that's the other House P one.
Tangleroot, Grey Moon.
Let's pick either House P or House D and go knock out the quests in that house.
And then that last quest in 3-Year-Old Cup.
Oh yeah. Troglodyte's hit. So yeah, so basically we have House P quests and we have House D quests. I love all of them, so just yell at me where you want to start. I'm kind of in the middle.
House Fiorla.
Done and done. Ooh, let me grab this reward too. Greetings and salutations, everyone. We are on the hardcore server. We started a little early today. Late for my usual time, but early for Wednesdays. So I don't expect much in the way of people hanging out yet. But I do have one eye on the DDO stream here, as I always do. And hopefully we'll get raided by like Shu or somebody when we're ready to go here. But Beef and I are going to be working on some 6s on the hardcore server. Probably Reaper 2. That's basically where we've been doing all these things for a while. And I just keep taking Gilder down. I'd like to get my guild to 35 now. Are these hot enough to carry around for some reason?
Probably not. I'd probably just give them the wood or just crack them.
Okay. If that's the case, I'm just going to take Gilder down. Alright, I have regathered, purged the heretics, and caged trolls. Let me pause, playback here. Alright. Reaper do. So yeah, I am
Got to get a higher.
Do you want to go get a hireling real fast?
Nah, I'll be alright. I'll get it after this one.
So I know that Tobrella's ahead of me on Reaper points. I'm ahead of Beef on Reaper points. He's getting close to 7. I am at about halfway through number 6. Beef, you're what? Almost halfway through number 5?
I just hit 5 like last night.
Okay.
My total is just over 25,000. So a quarter of the way there.
Alright, I have got to remember to shrine. Because I did not take heroism again after we finished our...
Yeah, I saw a firewall.
Yeah, it's okay. I don't think there's... Yeah, there's a shrine in this quest. This quest is filled with fleshies, so it's not that big of a deal. Not like last night where every 8 monsters in a row were freaking undead and monstrosities that our 2 pale masters struggled to kill. Have to use a trap. I'm just planning on doing these 2 traps unless you really, really want me to jump over fire traps to go get a chest that's not that great. I'm not really about that life right now.
I don't really care about the fire traps since
they were on this side, I'd be more willing to go jump over fire. Was the cutting wit?
Angry shouts fill the room as
Possibly.
the elven missionaries rally to their chapel's defense.
Oh, probably the big ass wind.
You okay?
Mostly.
Okay, well don't die on me. If I need to come back and heal you, yell at me. We'll stand in each other's aura of badness. Alright. Kinda want to shrine before this infight just to fix my spells, but I'll wait. Alright, you ready? What, they're really not going to activate yet? Come on.
Sweet incense hangs heavy in the air. Here, the scent of the herald.
I'll be if it's like you made that guy mad.
I hit him for like 400 with the necrotic thing.
That would be... might be a start of making somebody mad, I guess. Don't forget, usually two guys run down this hole.
I killed one.
Okay. In that case, we're good. So the difference in having never done the quest before, I've got 158 Reaper experience. What did you get?
The XP per report says 311. I have to go with my general check to find the actual. 357 Magnum.
Oh, that's not bad.
Alright, let me grab a
Don't forget to fix your spells.
person.
Let's see.
This is fireball.
Take a quick glance.
That's fine, that's fine.
Yeah, I think the rest of this is probably still fine.
I did forget to grab those boots though. 30% striders. And then I can unslot Expeditious Retreat.
Alright, I am heading over to Cage Controls. Man, I wish there was something interesting going on today. Basically, everyone's talking about either the debates last night or the Pokemon stuff. Although the AMP,
Either of those things.
yeah, I don't care. Well, I mean, I kind of care about the Pokemon thing. I'll eventually look at it, but not right now. But I guess there's a Sasquatch museum in Georgia that the AMP are now doing a big video article on. But literally, other than that, there is nothing. It is pleasantly quiet. Looks like the server restart this morning went well. I'm not experiencing any like major lag or anything like that, so that's always nice. You killed my guy's target.
Sorry. He was the guy that I was scared of.
Nah, it's okay. He was just the first one that I happened to be able to target to send the monsters after first. Sleet storm. So I was talking about the last time I was in here that I've been running a lot on, I think, normal. It's like running for these first 2 collectibles and recalling out. It is surprising how much you need these level 6 spell component or collectibles. Surprising. Oh yeah, your ball lightning's gonna clean up in here, isn't it?
Is it?
Yeah, we also got our Reaper, Fear Reaper around the corner. Alright, Fear Reaper down. No, don't fight that guy.
Stupid people walked into the acid.
Yeah, I see it. I foolishly activated a skeleton over here.
Activated what?
I dealt with it. Randy just groped.
Yep. All of our islands are done.
Yep. I should have turned them off. I meant to. But I got busy. I wanted to roll away from the danger. Activated more danger and got distracted. Nice. I think we traded hireling stones.
Somewhere in the distance, a single low-pitched bell
Oh, there should be traps right here. Oh, I got my stream up, not Jerry's stream. I need to keep an eye on that one. Oh shit. Backing up. Alright. Trap should be down. Saved and took no damage? That does not seem likely because I don't think that's a thing with that spell.
It's a shrine. It spells bad. Spell fireball.
Yeah, it seems reasonable. Good morning, people, as you trickle in. I am, we're starting a little early, but we're still mostly watching Jerry's stream. In fact, I almost want to do window and window, but I want to be able to communicate with Beef as easy as possible for Reapers, so... If you're curious why I'm counter streaming Jerry. I just wanted to get things started so when he was done, it's easy to raid over.
Oh no, that's wrong. Turn off raid form. This shit is full.
Actually, I'm going to set him for defend mode at the moment. I'll manually send him off here. Nice. Alright, I'm gonna run back through and get the shredder just cause.
Alright.
Just cause. I already cleared those guys, so it should be. Wow. I think they were in a quest together.
Skugga.
Suspect they were in quest together.
Yeah, how do you think they died at exactly the same time?
Some AoE effect,
Fireball,
like a
flame
trap.
strike.
Yeah. Oh, you know, Flame Strike is probably makes the most sense. Although, those levels should be good though.
You gonna walk out the front door?
Yeah, I'm gonna walk out the front door. We gotta go to what, Tangleroot anyway?
Yeah.
Oh, I should have went the back way. Always forget you can walk around back there. No beef, I lost the green key.
I'm sorry.
Know how I will ever live with myself.
Oh man, last time I was out here, we had all the Harleys stuck in the quest.
164 Reaper experience.
Buddy, go kill those hobgoblins.
The hobgoblins here do not seem hostile.
Appreciate you, skeleton.
Is that what you appreciates about Tim?
That he one-shots these hobgoblins so I don't have to waste mana? Yeah.
I don't know. I'm enjoying Yellowstone, so I don't want it to be over, but I cannot wait until I'm able to start the new season of Letterkenny. That's where that's from.
I guess I'm glad you found something that you enjoy.
I know, right?
Yellowstone, that is about, like, water, right? Mainly?
It's ranching.
Who's the main bad guy character?
Bad guy? They're all kind of bad guys.
Okay, what's the most famous actor's name?
Kevin Costner is the lead.
Okay, yeah, my dad was watching it. He just told me about it. I thought that there was a plot line where he like diverts the like river water, right? So,
Yeah, he one of the first little subplots is a land developer buys the lots up next to his ranch and wants to build a little farming community, or not farming community, a little self-sustained community, basically for second and third homes from people from like California to come out and stay and whatever. And he's gonna dam the river downstream of Kevin, but that's gonna have impact, like erosion impacts, if that water doesn't move out. So he diverts the river so the guy can't build a little water plant. to power his houses on his own property. I mean, it is definitely a whole move, you know.
Oh yeah.
But like the whole show is about. It is just more messed up, more messed up. I really enjoy it. They have a. I'm not sure exactly when season 3 comes out, but I know that I was looking at the IMDb the other day, and season 3 is in the process of getting finished up here, so I don't know. If you're interested in watching it, send me a message later. We'll see what I can do. What the Taka? Did nothing work that whole time I stood there?
Hard to say.
Well, it looks like I didn't get my search off. It looks like my open locks didn't work. Oh, boo. Good job, his Skellington.
Your party has reached.
Right there, I'm going to grab this collectible.
Use the entrance ahead to continue deeper into Splinter Skull.
Crypt Moss Queen. It's just the time of year when all the shows are coming out, and I don't watch that many, but the ones that I do watch, I get excited for. If I was a more patient person, I would save them so I always have one show at a time to watch, basically. Work out. I think tonight the wife and I are gonna bake a pizza and catch up on all the CW superhero shows that we haven't watched for the last week. I know, right? Doesn't that sound exciting? The life of the married man. Sitting on the couch with a homemade pizza.
Certain to learn how to play a wizard.
The magical field in the room.
It's great, isn't it?
No more.
It's okay.
Rather than was found there before.
Well, wait until you have like a couple of gear, a little bit of past lives.
That will never happen to Linscott. Either of those things.
You'll get some Ravenloft gear, nothing else. May not be like the best gear, but Ravenloft is pretty solid. You have like your uh-oh button.
Do you remember how to spin these? I don't remember.
I will pull up the solver, but I think this one's
I think that was one spin.
elephant. Yeah, I think this is one spin as well. Tangle Root. Yep, purple is one spin. Red is gun.
doorway radiates magic and danger. Perhaps the hieroglyphs around it hint at a way through.
This is hats. And this one is what I like to call I. Alright, door should be open. I don't know, nothing this season that you're excited about at all, TV wise or movie
The new
wise?
Star Trek show.
I didn't think that started until the spring. Or
Does it?
Today stands the Splinter Skull totem.
What I'm excited about.
The fires at
that's true. Did you finish last season?
be destroyed.
Discovery? Yeah.
Yeah. Last I talked, I think you hadn't finished it yet. And I'm kind of excited about what's her name's new hairdo.
I don't know who that is or what you're
Michael. She's got long dreadlocks now. Looks good.
Why would I care about that?
He and a sheaf of
I don't know.
spilled.
I think she looked pretty. I'm excited. When I notice things like that, I'm like, yeah, I noticed something. I like those kind of things.
Yeah, I'm just excited for the old cast.
The old cast. Oh,
yeah, in the new show. I'm not talking about a new season of Discovery. There's a new show.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about the new season of Discovery.
You want to do this one even though it's the next song?
Yeah, I would just knock it all out.
No, not the new season. I don't remember what it's called. There's a new show coming back with half the cast of Next Generation.
Oh, I didn't know that.
But it's also got the chick that played 7 of 9.
Oh, Picard?
I don't know if he's in it or not, but I know that the chick from Voyager that played 7 of 9 is
Right.
in it.
Jerry Ryan.
Yeah,
Yeah, I thought they were all showing that they were on Picard, like as guests or something. I don't know how I feel about the Picard.
It's not that. It's a different show.
Okay, well, I mean, I am down for trying any of the new Star Treks. I don't know, I got some interesting excitement when I heard that some of the lineup that's coming to the Disney Plus streaming service right away. Speaking of the original Star Trek cast, the new Gargoyles, or the old Gargoyles, is getting put on there right away. Which, of course, is like 80% Next Generation voice work, I think.
Oh yeah, this is like Jonathan Frakes.
Yeah,
Who's in that?
it's got, yeah, the guy who played Riker. It's got the chick who played Troy. I said I think that almost all of them did some sort of voice work for it at one time or another. I'm not familiar with all of their names as much.
Jonathan Frakes played Riker.
Okay.
He's basically the one that's, I don't know if he's owns Star Trek, but he's like writing and directing most of it.
Nice. And I tell you, you get used to seeing Reapers everywhere. There's a dark shadow. I was about to call out a Reaper like twice, and I'm like, wait a minute, we're not on that difficulty.
I keep looking around, like, in that last quest, I was favorite champion. I was just.
So when you start to see shadows everywhere, you start to worry. Oh, it's down, by the way.
Yeah, I'm looking at my phone. I probably shouldn't be, but I.
Happens to us all, my friend. Happens to us all. I wish the second level AoE spell was as good as Scorch for Acid. I really don't care for Scorch all that much. Or Fire in general. I'd love to be...
I like Scorch.
The problem
There's
is...
a cold version of Scorch, but I like Scorch.
Yeah. I don't know. I wish there was just more acid, like a quality second level acid spell. Acid Arrow is great if you need to do a lot of damage over time, but if you need to kill a bad guy right away, it's not a good acid second level spell.
Yeah, Acid Arrow is not that great.
It's one of the most efficient sources of damage per point of mana, but it takes like...
I'm wrong. It is powered. The jury rounds.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I said I listened to what's his name interview, and then I've been watching a lot of the screen stuff, the cast stuff, and I don't know. I'm not sure where I feel about it. I think it'll be good. It's just I don't know if I want to watch that part of the Star Trek life, you know. But I'm gonna give it a good chance. I think that's also in the after the start of the year, isn't it?
Sometime 2020. It's all it says online.
Yeah. Is again, I can't think of his name. You just said it. The guy who played Riker. Is he writing for a lot of the Picard stuff?
I don't know. He wrote like half the episodes of the last season of Discovery.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I was pretty pleased with that for the most part.
Jonathan Frakes is his name.
There you go, Jonathan.
Nala drops a key as he crumples to the floor.
Got the kids on protect you mode. I'm doing the traps. It's good. Just need the key.
You can't.
But I needs it, Beef. I has to have it.
I don't really care about these chests.
That's fine. I did last time, but they were not great. Guild Renown for me is slightly more important than probably Guild Renown for you, though.
No, I need the key.
Welcome to my world. I'll just go get the one on to the east.
Alright, I'll be in house B.
Sounds good. The only reason I'm going to do that one is because none of the traps go off until after you loot the chest, so I don't have to stop and do any traps. I can just get it and leave.
You have found one of Yarkich's hidden treasures.
Let's see. None of this matters to me, so I'm
This is
just
the
gonna...
6th or 7th time I've done this. Still no death ward gotten.
Yeah, I don't remember what I
Pretty
got
incredible.
last time. Nothing good. Alright, let's go see what my end rewards are from the other quests. Curse spewing repeating crossbow. Take Gilder down. Another collapsed portable hole.
Nice.
It gives me like 7 so far on this server. No, because I used 2. So 9 so far on this server. So viewers, if you need a collapsed portable hole, come see Samius that has used collapsed portable holes. I'm at the airship whenever you'd like to do that and head over to House D. Or do you want to start in Tangle Root?
We just did Tingle.
Or Three Bro Cove.
I mean, it's in house D.
It is, but you have a teleporter that goes straight there on your boat.
I don't care. Wherever you go is fine.
Let's knock out the 2 Tangle Root, or the 2 Three Barrel Cove quests and get that part of the saga done. Speaking of saga, I think I could potentially collect mine if I wanted. Oh, Trobrell sent me a Google article.
Is Jared done streaming?
Not yet. Oh man, the ultimate Game Boy clone perfectly plays every classic handheld game you ever loved.
It's probably illegal. Probably violates some sort of copyright thing.
Yeah, it has cartridge readers for all the Game Boy games, Sega Game Gear, Atari, and the Neo Geo Pocket.
Man, Game Gear was such a big POS. Did you have a Game Gear or play with one when you were?
Yeah, I did. I actually really liked it.
It was fine as long as you like stayed next to a power outlet.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't have one for super long. So I purchased one for my trip to Florida for band or whatever. And then are any of these tomes any good?
If like Sonic the Hedgehog 2 was on.
Yeah.
You could get to like Act 2, Zone 2 before you were out of battery.
Well, it was the only one that was like backlit at the time.
Backlit, yeah.
And it was also in color.
Right.
So like I'm assuming those two things ate a lot of battery. But like I said, I don't remember having that much of a problem with it. But again, I basically had it for a
And
week.
it took 6 AAA battery.
Yeah.
The Atari Lynx was also color, but I don't think it was backlit until the second generation.
Yeah, like I said, I only had one for basically a week, and then I returned it. Not because there was anything wrong with it, just because it was like $200 that I didn't really have to keep tied up.
Familiar sight on the Thunder Sea, carrying goods of all description from island to
I did that with a Nintendo DS when they first came out. I got used one for like $40 or something, and then I ended up flipping like right before Christmas for like 150.
Yeah.
So I was like, this is cool, but I played it exactly one time in the 3 months that I've owned this. I should just.
Yeah, I actually need to decide what I'm gonna do for video capturing the new whatever the Nintendo called. I don't remember if it's the DS or
Switch.
Yeah, the Switch. So I once the hardcore server is done, I do think I will invest in a copy of the new Pokemon game and try to stream it, or at least record videos for it. One of the two. The big question is I probably need to wait until Remington's home for winter break and play that with Remy, and that'll be like 80% Remington playing it and me sitting here making commentary watching the chat.
Seems like they mostly got rid of the little number ones on the hot bars.
Oh man, that now that you pointed that out, that was great. Oh man.
It's all wiggly. I can't get.
Yeah, I'm having a hard time getting him too. There we go.
Get in here, Sean. Nobody likes you.
Nobody?
Nobody I know.
What if they're in like a stinky stink competition?
I don't know.
What if his first name was Trog and his last name was Brell?
What the?
Oh man, poor Trog Brell. There is a Reaper inside the optional. I don't know if it's going to activate when we walk by.
It is. It is. Oh, really? Nice skeleton.
Oh, I can't get another good lock on this guy. I guess I got him. Cryptomoss in the Cryptomoss bag. Wow, that's impressive. I think somebody hit me with the spell magic at some point because I don't have my I didn't have my shield spell on again. I swear they have like an anti-shield spell. Like, only dispel shield.
Reapers might. I don't know. I don't know what they do.
Just gonna shrine here. Blast all these things with negative energy. Actually, let's give you one of these. Now I can try. Yeah, it looks like they're gonna finish up the first Necro 1 chain before they wrap up. Which I don't know if that means that he's done or if he's almost done. Should be getting close. Is that your random monster, another spider?
Mm-hmm.
Man. It's actually getting pretty good for you.
Is it?
Yeah, those spiders are not bad. Don't forget the 2 casters up top. You monster.
Have PK will try.
When it's good, it's good. When it's bad, it's aggravating.
Yep. Look at that spider in the water. Oh, never mind.
Okay.
It was like sideways on this, whatever this is, this giant flail.
Oh, the ceiling light.
Yeah.
Alright, and that looks like he is done. So let me... Kind of wish that somebody else would run that. But that's fine.
Lana. Lana.
Danger zone.
Am I really streaming StrimTom? Is that what it's saying right now? That I'm streaming StrimTom? Greetings and salutations, everyone. I should not be streaming StrimTom. Okay, I am not. Good. Alright, greetings and salutations, everyone. Those of you from DDO Cast, hope you guys had a lovely stream with Jerry today. We started a little bit early over here on the hardcore server on Follow the Noob. I'm trying to help Beef get caught up on his 6s so we can take our level. So I did not get the opportunity to check it out. Ah, good. All I know is I got the raid to fire off on the DDO Cast screen. It's like, now hosting StrimTom. Like, what? No. Should have been hosting me the whole time. Anyway, greetings and salutations, everyone. I hope you're having a wonderful day. My name is Samius, and I'm joined today by my good friend Beef.
Hello.
And, yeah, like I said, we're doing hardcore servers. We're doing 6s. We are level 9. We're doing Reaper 2s primarily. And we're both currently on Pale Master Wizards. So if you have any questions, comments, etc., I do try to keep a pretty close eye on the chat box. So feel free to fire them off. Oh my goodness. Did I forget the opposite one again? I've been getting in the habit of getting the one that has the collectible above it and not getting the other one. Bet you that's what happened. Bet you $1. Yep. Can I make that leap? Yeah, we can make this jump right. Anyway, what's going on, everybody? Yeah, I don't need this on my bar anymore. We had prepared that for a particular quest yesterday. Jerry had lots of news. What kind of lots of news? I'm excited for lots of news. Okay.
Yep.
Smothering greasy slime, alas,
Oh, news on the server hopping from Hardcore.
are destroyed.
Well, hopefully Shu will jump in and give us a verbal recap. DDO 2.0 delivered by Halloween for 3.4 million question mark. What?
Cave extends deep into the rock.
Feel like Shu is trolling us again. Go. I don't need to go back for the quest, so I'm just gonna look for this
On my way back.
one random here. Should be like in this basic vicinity. Oh, Jerry was responding to something, but you weren't following the thread. And I may have to go back and watch bits and pieces of it. See if I can fast forward through the news. But I understand content would be available to VIPs. I imagine all content's available to VIPs. Unless it is a... Unless it's an expansion. Did they announce another expansion? Because everything else goes to VIPs.
Sometimes the races are doing it.
Well, that's true. Races are not part of the VIP content promise. I don't know. Shu knows how to make his way into the voice chat. Hopefully he can catch us up.
Need to use the restroom.
Okay.
Voice chat.
Hey, there's Forehand. Forehand can catch us up for sure.
What would you like to know?
I don't know. People are saying there's a lot of news from Jerry today.
There was news that the Inquisitor will be sold separate now for DDO points.
Yeah, that happened last week.
And that they will be doing a sample on the Mania next week, maybe. Let's be overestimate what they're going to have available.
Okay.
That new,
The new
that
class.
content.
New class, new content.
I don't know if that's new content, but I would have to go back and see because he did make a statement. The only thing I had a question I was going to ask, somebody mentioned make sure that you get your monster manual cashed in before you before you transfer your characters. Why?
I don't know. I guess it would be, is it server dependent? So if you have two different monster manuals when you come together on a server, they're probably the biggest supersedes.
The fear of this place has changed. The air is strangely cool.
Okay, well, that makes sense. Because over there, my main server, everything's getting pretty capped. So there's nothing like that over here. But when I take most of the 10 over to Solana, which I don't have that many kills on, it'll be added. So that'd be good.
Good. Let's see. Beef says new content on Lamania soon. Night Rebels open. Plenty of time. Characters transfer as normal, starting after the hardcore goes down. I guess that was it. Nothing really new though. Yeah, I'm kind of curious how they're going to handle the hardcore server going down, like closing versus character transferring.
He said it'll cover about 2 weeks, and it says that he said a lot of people have made a comment that he said they're even going to be able to transfer your dead accounts, and then somebody says, "No, you're dead, you're dead." He says, "No, for you dying over here, we do not want to punish you." So he said that for that reason, people will be able to take their dead characters over to the other servers. Period.
Yeah, they already mentioned that a couple of times, that even though your character has lost that bonus and is stuck in the prison, that you'd be able to go over. Alright, once it's done over, everyone will be able to leave that zone and then do banking and stuff. Good, good, good. Wonder if pets should follow? Pets should follow, because those should be... Well, I don't know, actually. I would imagine so. But I'm not 100% sure how that works now. Pets are server bound, they won't follow. Yeah, it seems kind of silly.
I had some pets that came over with me that were beyond the opening up for the expansions. So.
Yeah, I don't know. I suspect that they'll probably transfer over. But I've not transferred a lot of characters, so I don't know. Certainly none with pets. Certainly not that I would know which pets I had. Shu says you're probably just best off keeping your certificates till after the transfer. Whee!
Sorry about that.
That's fine. Happens to all of us. If I wasn't worried about accidentally spawning a Reaper like that. Jeez. Alright, I gotta do one of these. Didn't want to. It wasn't my plan.
62 fragments.
14! Yep. Here to help. At JCOM. Yeah, these guys kind of sucked. There's actually a lot of black bones in this particular quest.
Here's where I miss Truck Bros light beam.
Yeah.
Yep. Any undead quest, really. Especially those guys that are immune to fire.
Yeah, he was doing pretty good the other night. Kept making comments about, like, well, let's just go look at the kill count. I'm like, alright, well, let's go look at how many traps you wouldn't have been able to get through. See if you can find those bad guys. Oh, my daily dice just reset. Winner, winner. 56. 300 experience points and some angel tears. Not the worst.
Can I ask a question?
You can always ask a question.
Probably. Well, I know. It's, of course, everybody's watching and listening. We're making comments to stuff we don't understand. I heard him make a comment that we would probably, they may need to adjust the Inquisitor, you know, because they may be too powerful. I don't think it is as much as it is people getting the gear, farming, having teams that's had characters which have had past lives, too many past lives. It makes them look strong, because that we had an Inquisitor in our party, and I don't think that he ever come close to the number of kills that I did, and I led in kill counts. So I don't think it's that. I think it's just play style, and also the people who are playing it have decided on what gear they needed and
What
farm that
level
gear.
range are you talking?
Well, we're range 8.
Okay. At level 30, Inquisitive is overperforming versus all other range DPS. So perhaps that is what they're talking about.
Well, if at level 30, that would be the gear that was offered to it as much as anything else, shouldn't it? I mean, we quit getting points to spend on Inquisitor at 20.
It's a combination of gear, epic destinies, and the enhancement tree.
Okay, then maybe they need to adjust the probably our epic destinies or maybe
Well,
the trees.
see, the thing is that if you do that, it hurts like all the shuriken and the longbow.
So it
And
comes
those
down to
those builds are not overperforming. That if you look at that Inquisitive tree, it has more range power than like any other enhancement tree in the.
And yeah, and of course it stacks with other trees, like the gnome. I understand it because I get more out of the gnome, and I can stack more with it with the arty tree also.
I would look for them to remove between 10 and 15 range power from the Inquisitive tree, among other.
It's a lot, isn't it?
It is a lot.
It is a lot.
well, the fact that it's got that much to give tells you a lot about it, though.
I hope before they do it, they would try that, and not let the devs try it, but let player characters try it and see if a 10% balances it out at epic level.
Well, yeah, I don't think it needs to necessarily be percentage. I think it needs to, it'll probably just be a straight number. But the thing is that all those things probably have a fair chance of being tweaked. I mean, the other thing to keep in mind is, especially with the hardcore server, they are now getting data in such a way that they've never probably been able to get before. To like look and see what's the predominant class split, what's the predominant
The stone here is clawed and torn and smells
what's
of
the
spices.
how things basically go when you have no gear, and what kind of gear you look to farm up and stuff like that when you have nothing.
Yep. Also, I would say a good 25 to 30% of the characters succeeding in hardcore, and that has to be the highest like choice.
Right. It's definitely on the short list.
Well, I think it's because that, we can stand back and kill from far range without.
There's a lot of reasons
Take it.
why.
Yeah,
The
not taking
fast
a chance.
attack rate, the ability to pair with every class. But I just meant like, how many fighters have you seen? Because I've seen exactly 0.
We
Well-
had one in our party today who was actually a fighter. Actually, I ran with the other guy the other day was a fighter. I was doing pretty good.
But my point is that they are not the
Few.
they're rare.
Yeah, they're not very popular.
Yes.
So yeah, like we did a chronoscope yesterday, Tobrell and I, and we jumped in, and there were like 6 wizards in the party, I think, something like that, some crazy amount of wizards. Yep, and I was the only normal wizard. Everybody else had crossbows, which is good because my first one was crossbow build wizard. It was very good. But it's just when something is too popular, that tends to mean that they need to do something about it. So like for example, take it to a magic place for a minute. When a card is in the top 8 of every deck of these high level tournaments over and over and over again, they tend to ban a card or limit the card in some way. And that's probably a healthy attitude to take with Inquisitive.
Well, so especially since they're going to put in Inquisitive for points, I'm sure.
Bonus
If
chest.
I had the points and I didn't have the Inquisitor, I definitely might. I told a friend of mine to quit the game. I said, you gotta, if you come back, you gotta get Inquisitor. I mean, that is the ultimate, definitely.
See, listen to you
quest.
talk about it. Just listen
Well,
to you talk about it. It's
I
the
can see it.
ultimate.
I can see it, but
The lock on the door here.
you know, I can help him farm his gear too.
As long as they, I mean, I'm fine with them nerfing it a little bit, as long as they leave it as a DPS tree and don't do to Inquisitive what they did. Because they changed Warlock from a DPS class to a, like DC spellcasting Pathfinder.
Yeah.
The whispering voice speaks
Yeah,
once
some of the best, most powerful warlocks, which I don't follow that thing, is using like finger death, you know,
Whirl
kill
spell,
spell.
Web,
Yeah.
Tentacle.
Yep. Yeah, I see what you're saying on that. Definitely.
But they used to just be a DPS class, but they are the lowest DPS class in the game right now.
With a despairing shriek, old Drake
Bonus
guards
chest.
themselves like a pestilent vapor.
Yeah, I think
The cold suffusing the air.
everything. Oh, 65. I got my bonus one this time. Everything can use a little bit of tweaking every now and then, but I think if they go too far, people will be upset. I mean, there's always going to be the best. There's always going to be something that is numerically better than whatever else you're doing. But you don't want it to be like 30% of the server best, or, you know, especially like on the hardcore, or you want those numbers to be a lot closer together. When everyone's preferences are within a very slim margin, it gets a little bit tricky. To be all like, oh, there's an argument for this, there's an argument for that. But when there's something that just completely dominates, then it's
They could do something in specifically Reaper mode, like, I don't know, implement a new Reaper that punishes ranged characters and stuff. That spawns a Reaper 1.
Or makes it have wind that the arrows are not affected. You know,
well, it's.
takes away that.
I mean, I think if you punish a play mode too hard, it's bad. But like I imagine if you can shave around 10 points of range power off of the Inquisitive, probably add the wind up to no holes barred,
Yeah.
and you're probably
I
that's
hate
probably
to see that, but yeah, that's.
well, that's just it. That's you do those two things is probably fine.
Oh, if you take the whole bar, then you could take out, also do the one on the Artificer, which is, what is it, rapid reload, or one of those at the top, at that same tier, which they help. Yeah, endless fuselage.
They stack.
Like that.
They stack. One adds more charges of the other one to your ability.
It says it doesn't stack.
Well, so I've done it. If you have Fuselage and no holds barred, instead of 6 no holds barred, you have. Where are you going to?
Oh, I'm standing outside of the House D teleporter guy. We can either go to CO6 stuff, Grey Moon Waning, or we can go to the bar. Oh, you're standing over there.
No, Grey Moon's fine.
Like, these were the two areas that you said you had to do still, so. What about Despair, Doom, and Vengeance Reapers? Isn't one of those specifically changed to range?
I think so, but they only spawn in Reaper 5+, so that's what I was saying. Change it to where they spawn in Reaper 1, or make one that punishes ranged heavily and make it spawn in Reaper. I don't know how it would punish ranged or what they would do, but they could implement something. Something that, like, reduces all range damage and like an AoE by a percentage.
Yeah, that would be fine.
And then also have like melee attack.
I don't know, I still feel like the one that like teleports onto your back so nobody else can attack it, or everybody else has to attack it but you can't, was it like drains you, would be interesting, particularly if it targeted like certain characters with certain weapons equipped first. I don't know if that's something that they have the logic for, but
Yeah.
it'd be good if they could.
The lift here leads down to a long abandoned mine.
But yeah, I suspect there's an infinite number of possibilities that they could employ to handle the problem. But probably the most cost-effective way is to just tweak the numbers slightly. Yeah, I mean, you just play with those numbers a little bit until you get something that kind of works itself out.
Either that or doesn't it also at like level 12 core, doesn't it also give like
Growls echo from its
I missed a lot of that since level 12 core.
doesn't it give alacrity? Also look
I
at it.
don't think so, but I don't remember.
Oh, it's critical threat range.
Yeah, that seems like you should definitely leave that all alone. The biggest problem with it is that as a universal tree, everybody having access to it regardless of the class just shows off how strong the idea of a universal tree being that good is. Like, you compare our other universal trees, the wisdom-based
but
one.
like the level 18 core is 10 range power. The level 20 core is 10 range power.
Yeah.
More. So that's 20 range power in just the core enhancement. Not even counting going to tier 5. Pretty good.
Yeah, those are very strong numbers.
But like Jerry said, people say, no, don't touch it, it's okay.
And like half of the crossbow adept, half of them are +1 to attack, +2 to damage, instead of 1 and 1. They could change all those. You know what I mean? Little tweaks like that wouldn't be that big of a.
Oh man, excuse me. Yeah, I mean, I think it's gonna boil down to what they decide they wanna.
Did you already go down?
I did. I went down there, went in a little bit of a sneezing, coughing fit. So I like mostly soloed this while I waited for. Well, I shouldn't say mostly. I did solo this while I waited for Tobrel yesterday. Get his act together.
Reaper.
But I mean,
If they're worried about it overperforming in heroics, they could just nerf Ratcatcher and not touch it.
alright, good.
But I don't feel like it's overperforming in heroics. I feel
I don't think so either.
if they're going to look at that, then they need to take a look at Sorcerer.
Do you want that optional chest? If not, let's just knock
You
it
need to
out.
kill one more person.
Well, we're gonna kill 2 Earth Elementals.
Okay.
Like we don't get a choice on those 2.
Ashtar runs out of
100.
250 Reaper experience.
Yeah, these quests are great for Reaper experience. I even got 110. This is my second time through them. Oh, I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna wait.
Did you guys ever do the troll part of it?
Nah, yeah. Yeah, we did all 4 of these. Alright, at JCOM, you have a great one, buddy. Thanks for hanging out with us today. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button or like, follow, whatever it's called if you are not already doing those things.
Yeah, if they wanted to adjust Inquisitor for heroics, just change the red catcher instead of having a different crit profile, make it have so it doesn't stack with improved crit.
Yeah, that seems really shitty though. I mean, it's probably the best way to change it though. Because right now, you know, I enjoy the rat catcher too, but there's a lot of times I use other weapons just for reasons. But a lot of people, they just like, this is the best all the time, and they just never change their mind. They would never move off it.
As long as the creature you're fighting doesn't have damage reduction, it is the best. If it has damage reduction, you need to use your like Barovian or
Right.
something in there. Then
Oh, like the Barovian.
unless you have a red catcher with a different augment in it to bypass all the kinds of damage.
I mean, that might be how that Reaper works. It might just put out a buff, an AoE buff that gives piercing damage reduction.
Could do that. It could have an AoE thing that makes all monsters immune to critical.
Or that'd be really strong as well.
Which would reduce the power of the things that have high attack rate, like shurikens and crossbows. Even monks also would get penalized by it. Would be an interesting wrinkle.
One of those Reapers you mentioned have a Warlock Enlightened Spirit aura.
What?
Oh, that was a comment Shu had mentioned that they could have a...
An enlightened spirit aura, so like
It's like the AoE
it jumps
damage.
on your back and then does an AoE damage.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
I don't know, the...
R.I.P. Pete.
Alright, we're good to go. The scariest one for me is the one that knocks you down. Anything that makes it where you can't fight back.
Yep, an Earthquake Reaper would be terrifying. Where's my skeleton? I must have died.
Probably. Just part of the reason that the...
It doesn't take a Kalashtar to sense that the ogres want you to go in.
that the Reaper that I was describing of like jumping on your back and not being able to get away. Somebody else has got to kill it. Like that is terrifying in like soloing Reapers or
Oh yeah, it makes
whatever.
soloing Reaper basically in hot.
Would, definitely. Especially if it's like a leech. Like a, what's the animal? A leech? Leech?
Yep, a leech.
Where it would just sit there and you can't hit it.
Yeah, that would be it. You could use like AoEs and stuff like that, but you couldn't hit it with melee or ranged attacks.
Ledges above.
Yeah, it would be
That way
terrifying.
the firewalls would be really nice to have, or even Ice Storm would stand in it.
Samus, I'm disappointed.
What was that? I didn't make my joke.
Yeah, your Clash Start
I thought about it, but I made it yesterday, kind of in a weird way, and it felt bad, and I still felt bad about it. I thought about it, and I was like, eh. I was still kind of butthurt on how that joke worked out yesterday. I didn't like it.
The key hits the floor as the ogre shaman falls.
Jokes are like special friends to me. And that one was... I felt like I butchered it really badly yesterday, and I'm still mourning the process. Alright, sending the kids up to wake up the trolls.
A roar of rage, the reek of rotting meat. Trolls. There are trolls here.
Yeah, we know, that's why we came. It's talks about it in the quest log.
The trolls are
There are trolls here.
Lord Bruce, the Bruce practiced with a force. Brain ended in blood.
Pair of nines just died.
Get out of here, buddy.
So is that the same character Jerry was using last time?
Yes, it was.
Oh,
Same
okay.
one.
Didn't look right to me, but
Long abandoned mine.
when you're watching
Ogres.
out of, this much area,
Yeah, he's doing a cleric. Don't know what the build is. I didn't even look.
Piker. That's the build.
I actually saw him turn something.
Constitution,
Smell these ogres.
wisdom, and like a little splash of charisma.
probably
Talked
gonna.
about it on DVOcast. He's like a war soul with a ward. Not war soul. That's favorite soul. Whatever the battle cleric hits.
It's got to be
Or-
dipping
or-
into the falconry tree, right?
I don't know. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
you have so many enhancements at low level.
it's true.
I would say it would behoove him to put points in it to get the first trip attack. You know, he does things his own.
Well, that's good. It's good that people do things their own way. I don't know, I'd make a... Again, they probably shouldn't make an assumption, but I feel like he's got to take at least some in that tree. That tree is so strong if you're wisdom-based. It's no inquisitive, but it's pretty good.
Yeah, like I said, if all you take is the ranged trip attack, that's cool.
Yeah. And on the boost, the sprint boost is pretty easy at that point as well.
I guess.
Man, sprint boost is such an amazingly underrated thing sometimes.
I don't think it's underrated
To the
at all.
south lies the end.
Being able to get
I'd say
into
the
or
opposite.
out
It's
of...
overrated.
I don't know, being able to get into and out of situations quickly, especially on a cleric, it's a pretty big deal.
You have come to the den of the Grey Moon tribe. Signs of struggle everywhere. Stink controls thick in the air.
Sorry, I killed the champion.
Oh, that's not what I was thinking. I was a little bit, like, perturbed that every single one of these guys was a freaking champ.
Well, the Highlands are.
Yeah, I noticed. Let's see. We have to do this door. Yeah, this one's got a troll in it.
I think you gotta do both of them.
No, the other one doesn't have a troll. It's just got ogres in it. fairly certain. We can check him if you want, but I'm pretty sure. Oh, and Randy died. Randy died in here. Wow, those champs must have really worked over some people,
This
huh?
spider lived.
Is that the hero of all the spiders now? Is this the
It has
spider?
taken 0 points damage so far.
Super spider? Alright, did you want to check this, or in case I'm
Yeah.
wrong? Okay. So I feel like
Go open that, buddy.
I just did this, and I feel like this room was not necessary. 4 ogres.
Good job, spider. You CC'd that one up. One of the trolls is in here, right?
Nah, this is like
It's
the
like that.
giant and the collectible.
Oh,
Reaper. It is in love with you, madly.
Sure is.
Cannot wait to be with you. Only you. Then there's 2 in this room, I think.
There's definitely a troll in here.
Yeah, I think there's 2 in this one. Well, if you were here to, like, heal everything, Shu, it would be a different story, but somebody's got other priorities. I see it.
Carnage Reaper.
Yep, I'm shooting it. So this troll in my nuts. Yeah, his name was Shu.
People could collaborate on a couple Gray Moon's honor as a
I said I'll take up to 30% of the blame for going into Reaper mode, but not getting out. That was
I'll
You-
take 0% of the blame because I was at work when it happened.
I was very confident I could one-shot it to the point where I went back in
Damn
not
it.
on Reaper and did it.
Damn it.
We should not have gone in on Reaper. There was no reason. That's the thing that I messed up on. However, to make it feel even worse, that same situation happened last night. Tobrell jumped in on Reaper 2 on autopilot, but I was paying attention. It was like, nope, we're not doing this quest on Reaper.
Get my skeleton up a little touch.
Where is you? Got my aura running as well. Might as well all stand together. Nope. You were also clicked into the portal. You could have easily noticed what difficulty the quest was on. We were all tired, not paying attention.
Complacency is the number 1 killer of characters on hardcore mode.
Yep. You can feel like you get 0% blame, but at the end of the day, I will take 30. The other 70% is some combination of you and or Nivin. Worst case scenario, stuff started going bad. You should have alt F forward.
You should raise your gap.
I thought I did. But again, it's easy to make mistakes and look back on them with 20/20 vision. It's hard. The hard part is doing it during the time. Sploosh. Let's see. Yeah, we're getting Reaper XP. I'll go do this trap and loot this chest. I don't know if one trap will be enough, but I guess there's two. It's like 100% of the traps in here, right? Two of them. Oh, 10% for that one. Nice. Take it. Ooh, and a caravan logbook. Double nice. Yeah, the biggest problem is when you lose a character, you have to realize what mistakes you made and then just never make that mistake again. Like I was working on another wizard in case this one had an accident. So I was leveling things up and walked into a quest just like I had 100 times, and a Plague Reaper came up on me just like it had 100 times, and I was like cycling through my spells to kill it like I had 100 times.
That troll was off. It was immune to both Scorch and Fireball, but it took double damage from Scorch. Weird.
Danger time. But I mentally knew that I would be able to take it. Like I had enough damage to cycle through to kill it, so I didn't move. I just stood there and tried to kill it. I don't do that anymore. Not to Plague Reapers.
Not to any Reaper. You shouldn't just stand there.
Sometimes
even if you have enough damage, like HP to kill it, if you can mitigate one attack on you, then that's like X amount of spell points or whatever resources you don't have to spend to heal yourself.
Yeah. So like, I held the Carnage Reaper in place for Tobrel, but again, I can, if I shield or if I block, I'm displaced, I'm invisible, I can roll through the enemy. So like, I basically held the Reaper in place for Tobrel to be able to one-shot it yesterday. In situations like that, that's okay. I also had my auras running, but I still took 136 points of damage in the, 2 seconds that I held the Reaper in place for Tobrel to get a straight shot to kill it. If he would have got another set of attacks off, I probably would have went in cap. Like, it was right on the line. But if Tobrel he missed the first shot, like, because the Reaper was moving. So I feel like if it would have had another second, it would have been a problem. Am I doing Extra Life or Movember stream this year? Probably not either. My fundraising is for Samius. Right now, I'm the one that needs the dollars. We're down like probably 100% subscribers this month compared to last month. So, not sure. I think there's just a lot of people who were able to support last month during September, but can't support as much this month.
Well, also didn't Zlab donate like 10?
Yeah, he did a bunch. But I think there's at least a couple of people who took advantage of the September that can't do it again this year. So I gotta get up a little bit higher. That's why I gotta push the Patreon, I think, a little bit more. People are more able to give $1 via Patreon than they are to give $5 via Twitch. I should say $2 via Twitch, and they give out $5. Which is why I remind people about the Amazon Prime. If you have Amazon Prime, you get a Twitch Prime subscription for free each month. Yeah, I agree, but I think you're going to have enough DDO streamers doing Extra Life that I don't need to be one of them. I got my own S to do this month.
I listened to a medical podcast, and they were talking about how it is no longer medically correct to just like screen people for prostate exams willy-nilly.
Really?
Yep.
That's interesting.
Your doctor will know, like, if you're an at-risk patient or whatever.
Yeah, I should go in for a...
Also, apparently the digital exam is not very accurate. And it is better to do blood work.
Anything about the servers today? You can't make an account. No, they were having problems with that stuff earlier, but as far as I know, everything should be up and running. Yeah, last week there was a problem, but as far as I know, everything is up and running now. I'm gonna do the trap again.
Okay.
That 10% Reaper XP. 10% more Reaper experience seems good. While I'm doing that, let me check DDO.com.
I find it funny that you're willing to do the trap for 10% XP, but you're not willing to break like 15 boxes.
That's correct.
It's interesting.
One trap versus 15 boxes.
15 boxes definitely takes less time than unlocking a door and doing a trap.
I don't know. Also a treasure chest. Yeah, it seems. I mean, the site seems to be up, so I'm not sure what problem you're in particular having. I would definitely post something in the help section or whatever.
Do you want to haste?
Yeah, I'll take one. I don't think it's gonna make a huge difference. I just need to make sure I time this jump right at the end. Alright, it's down. Looks like no Reapers.
Damn it, dog. I put all my highlights back so they wouldn't break it. No, I guess it doesn't matter. Oh,
Now we have a Reaper. And your dog got punished for it.
That's alright. I will summon another random monster.
Oh no, random monster! I'll leave this one for you, because I had two of the other ones. Shu says I'm on the sign up, and it does seem to be some sort of issue. Well, there you go. Said I would definitely put in a help ticket or say something on the forums. I said I've not made a new account in a very long time, so.
Whoops, I fell off the side.
Nice.
With your skeleton. Me and your skeleton climbing the ladder.
Oh, all my inventory slots are full. Time to drink this bark skin potion.
Oh, really? Bark skin potions tastes like old moss.
I'll take it. I think I need any of those scrolls. I'll take this Lesser Death Aura scroll, I guess. Out with this, in with this. Out with this. I have like 3 different inflict robot damage spells for some reason.
Ow.
Scorpions are nothing to mess with.
Honestly, forgot they were there.
I thought that's what you were trying to proc. I was giving to come out. I'm like, that's a weird attack to proc those guys.
I was shooting that troll up in the let.
Well, in hindsight, I knew what you were doing.
I'm stuck. Cannot move.
Working on it. He's dead.
That was weird. Stick you on that ledge there.
Happens. I'm just glad there wasn't a Reaper there also. I don't know if it would have... I don't know if I would have been able to kill stuff fast enough.
Scratched into the legend. At last, the presence of trolls darkens the great moon holes no longer. Your party has reached the deepest part of the Grey Moon Den. Found an unexpected hunter. Human and
Pika, Pika, Pikachu. Alright, that was 151 Reaper experience. It's not the worst. Dude's here. He's a Skyborn. You think you can zap him from here? Looks like he must be recalling already.
No, I was looking at my reverse.
Oh, okay.
Oh, he's immune to PK.
Yeah. I just meant that we would both hit him with our ball, the range thing at the same time.
It's over here now. Okay, I'm not going down there.
That's fine. Hang on. Just stay up there.
Nah, just recall.
Yeah.
I don't need this. He can guard his.
That's fine. I just want his collectible. Official word from Cordovan is being worked on with no ETA. Wow, that's weird. Subloosh. Thanks, buddy. Yeah,
Is
we
it a
did,
login
and he loved it.
problem, or is it just a new account problem?
I don't know. He said, and I quote, being worked on, no ETA. I know it's hilarious. The hirelings have almost got this thing killed.
At Scorpion?
Yeah. They did it. They killed it. Just in time for me to recall out.
To the south lies the entrance to the caves of
That's-
the Grey
I missed
Moon
anything.
Open.
That was funny. I didn't go loot the chest or anything. I just jumped back up on the ladder and recalled while I was reading the chat. Alright, sell gems. Start with that, and we'll sell a lot of the heavy stuff.
Should I be like Jabril and take this drag fit? Just
Probably.
in case.
I mean, what else are you doing with it?
Come on, Hellhound. I'm trying to recall. Get off me.
He just wants to play. Just let him smell your leg.
He's trying to help me. airship buffs.
I need to also dump a bunch of stuff in the shared bank, so I'm on my way back to the airship portal right now. We have what? The bounty hunters left?
I feel like there's more than that.
Well, I meant for the House D quest that you rattled off earlier.
Chronoscope.
If we can get a chronoscope, that would be great.
Return to Valera's tomb, but that's the
I'm at the airship portal.
one. That's just the walk.
Yeah, that's the walk-in or whatever you want to call it.
Yep, and then yeah, bounty hunter. But chronoscope I can do at level 10, assuming we're not going to do it on Reaper.
No. I said, and if you catch a group, just knock it out. Like I said, we knocked one out because there was a group, and I wasn't sure we'd be able to necessarily catch another window.
It's like 18 in favor. I'd like to get it if possible, but
Oh, you definitely should if you can.
I don't feel like it's difficult.
It's not hard. Like I said, we did have a guy die in our group, but
Yeah, but that's because they didn't know what they were doing.
yeah. I said the challenge isn't doing the quest. The challenge is getting enough people who also want to do the quest. Yeah, up to 10 is pretty good. We did have to take like 4 rounds on what's his name, Blood Plate, to kill him.
I don't think I've done that quest 3 times on hardcore. I don't think I've gone past.
Yeah,
So
it was the first time that we've had more that I've done that we've had more than 1 round. And I was just looking around, and like I said, the group was an awful lot of inquisitive wizards. I was like, this seems like this should just melt, but they did not.
They probably were all not using something that had silver and good. But
Yeah,
damage were-
maybe.
Like I said, you need to go get your Barovian crossbow and switch to it when it.
Yeah, that might have been the problem. I don't know what was going on. All I know is a lot of people were like, please kill the armorers first. I'm like, that's all I was killing. Like, I don't have a choice. Zap, zap, kill that one. Zap, zap, kill that one. And then I start on the other guy. So I don't know what was going on. Maybe there's a third armorer, or...
No, there's only 2 per.
That's what I thought, too.
But like, if you're trying to kill devils in there and all you have a keen Vorpal crossbow and you don't bypass any damage reduction, you're doing like 8 damage per. Plus your effects, whatever they are, law or what. And I think devils are lawful, so it would be reduced. It would be D4. So their damage in that particular quest would be knocker. Consider also that they picked fire as their element for Eldritch.
Right.
You could see who has, like, each bolt would be doing like 15 to 20 damage.
Yeah, I don't know.
Good.
I don't know how it was. I don't know how they were doing. I was just... When Tobrel was like, oh, I don't know. And I'm like, this will be easy. Look at all these inquisitive wizards. It should be fine. And then it's like, wow, a second round, a third round. Jeez. But one of the favorite souls got into the quest kind of late-ish. Didn't even go to the blood plate fight. Like, probably Tobrel was probably the biggest hitter, I think. Like, he shot...
Sure, because his bolts are probably hitting for 350-ish.
Yeah, he said, like, this first one was, like, almost 1,000, and then blood plate, like, teleported right on him, and took him a while to get it off again.
My Hirling ran out of time.
Oh, shoot, mine did too, actually. Dude, you wanna go get him, or...
It's up to you.
I feel like this one, we should be
This is
okay.
the last quest we have to do before we can take 10, so...
Yeah, this is okay. Let's just... We do gotta be a little bit careful on this tunnel here. But I think we should be okay. It's not like we're alone. We have Randy and Mandy.
This card is very cool.
I should probably buff, huh? It's probably good.
I mean, there's no reason to go with even more penalties, right? You're already on hardcore mode. You already... You already don't have your hireling.
I think I heal most of shit. I was like, dwarf barbarians don't heal themselves. What's going on?
I mean, I turn into a champ in the middle.
He was just a barbarian shaman, so he probably had some sort of
A rage or something.
spell.
That too. Should be one more stealth guy, right? Yeah, there he is. Alright, I'm gonna back up Randy. I don't want him running through the traps if I can help it. Coming ward. Let's do this. Jump.
The cave opens up to reveal a shallow pool with several passages leading to the room.
Alright, traps down. Alright, just like last time, I'm going to go ahead and disarm these traps. So it's going to take an extra minute.
We have incoming from the side tunnel. Well, they're archer.
Yeah, duck in here and I'll wait a second for you. Yeah, Drow Slayer's on his way in. Shadow marked. Green jar. Okay. Wish they put the mistletoes back in the DDO store. I'd use one right now.
What does it do?
It gives you the monk leap. But they're like 6 DDO points a piece or whatever.
You don't need that.
I don't, but it would have saved me some time there. Time enough that I would have used it. Like all this time.
All the time I would use that in the quest is like running with the devils to like skip all those air elemental.
Alright, can you see the guys now? Sweet.
Yes.
Alright, we should be clear. Don't go to that other one, but yeah, perfect.
Campfires and torches steer away to the natural lighting of Christmas pumpkins, both plentiful in this area.
Alright, checking for Reapers. Nothing, and nothing. Alright, left. Evasion has been
We're gonna-
paying off for those spells of late. Ooh, this guy's Infernal Pact. Samus no likey.
Come on, skeleton, quit loafing around.
I told Tobrel that I was going to make him talk to this chick. Because I know that he wouldn't be paying attention and he would commit to more slavery. But took care of it for him. Whee! Oh, dang it. I feel like of the 6s, why this one may not actually be the shortest. I'm pretty sure one of the Grey Moons are the shortest. I feel like this one's definitely on the okay to knock it out list. Like the Reaper experience per minute is high. See, I got almost 200. I got 192 in 7 minutes. I think that's not bad.
29.
Yeah, the first time through they're pretty good. First time bonus is a big deal. Alright, so the $100 million question is, did we do it? Did we make it to where we can take 10? I think that's it, right? Except for Chrono?
I'm fairly certain. Let me.
Say triple double check. I'm going to do the same, but I'm...
Yeah, I have Return to Delaris 2 and the Chronoscope. So yeah. We can still do Chronoscope at 10, just not next one on Reaper.
Yep, and I've even done Return to Delirious Tomb and Chronoscope, so...
You did all of Delaris 2 already?
We didn't do the last one, but we did the other ones. Yeah, we started on 7s last night. We did a bunch. Like, you and I have got a lot to make up whenever we can. Which, again, I'm down for. To the trainer, as far as I'm concerned. Yeah. All that, and I got almost into the 3,000 Reaper experience, I think. So, Tobrel is still
Why
like...
does Tobrel have so much more? Has he been buying pots from the store?
He's been running like 30s.
So yes.
I don't think he's been buying from the store, but he's cashed in all those ones that he got for his first time character creation thing.
Well, that's what he wants to do.
Yeah, I think he really wants to try to get to... Is that what I want? I think so. I think he really wants to get the 10 cloak as quickly as possible. I think he's afraid of death. Alright, Wall of Fire and D-Door, because you can't get those on scrolls.
Oh, I get a feat.
Let's see. Oh, now I get the permablur.
I feel like I want mental toughness.
Mental toughness is good.
Or enlarge, maybe, for the necrotic.
Oh, that's good too.
And PK SLA? Yeah, I'll take
I'm torn between improved shield and just like straight up 30% more negative healing amp. Let's see, what is my current negative healing is 9. So 30 more will take it to almost 40. Man, that would be
They
slightly
sell
noticeable.
protection from element scrolls.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I'll take 9 Spite and Cold. I'll take both the dots then. Unless there's the 4 spell.
Don't think I need another first level spell slot though at the moment. I feel like probably, I mean, we could take Magic Missile or something, but could grab an int. I don't think one int's gonna matter. Maybe. Chat, what do you guys think? Mostly this would be for the PRR. I think this is probably just better. Or I guess we could put it in our crit chance. Yeah. That's fine. I'll do this for now. Okay, level 10. I may have to go steal from my other character. Let's see. How are you doing on time? You got what, another half an hour maybe?
Like one more quest.
One more quest? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go pick up a fresh hireling. You decide which of the 7s you'd like to do.
I mean, Delirious is fine.
Alright, perfect.
I'm looking through my bank real quick. I know I have some Ravenloft gear. I don't know if any of those you.
Yeah, that's the problem. I think almost all of it's on my other level 14 version of this character.
I should go get a Barovian Scepter.
Yeah, I was thinking that earlier. That we should go run those, but I'm not so sure. I mean, we can if you want.
I have a key lock ring.
I might have an extra key lock ring. If that's the case, then I'll definitely make a couple of gear swaps.
I have the best defense shield.
Oh,
A Barovian Dark.
you
I
know,
should grab that, and then I have a range weapon.
to be fair, with a little bit of work, you can actually get the shield stuff going on. It's actually not bad.
That shield's not a caster focus shield though. It's just like a DPS shield.
Yeah, you'd want a.
I have a Scarlet Scale Cloak.
Which one's that one?
Yes. Insightful Evocation Focus, Spell Sight 12.
Oh, that could be
Quality
good.
Constitution. It's that's what I'm wearing though.
Oh yeah, your Slave Master's cloak. That's hard to give up.
Yeah.
See, I have a Blurred Finger gloves,
I thought I had a pair of those.
which might
Oh,
actually.
I have gauntlets of the innate arcanum. Evocation focus 3, 7 charisma, wizardry 1. My gloves are spell penetration 1. That's the easy swap.
Yeah, Remember you were talking about those.
I have a plain shard belt, Constitution 6, Fortitude, Insight, Insightful Insight. I don't know how much I want Insight. A Sinister Hand deck. Oh, I have this Curse Beam Focus. I want that for sure. Better than my Power Evidence.
Yeah, I'll have to take a longer look at gear later. Yeah, I'll take a longer look at gear later. Right now, Blurfinger Gloves would give me 5 more displacement, and it would give efficient meta magic maximize, but right now I'm gonna relook at things. I'll move over like a ring that gives more spell power, or not spell power, but power. And then I might be able to free up my runic trinket.
Should probably get Firewall for this quest.
Oh, I should probably prepare spells. Which quest are we doing? Are we decide Delirious?
Delirious.
Okay. Boop. Yeah, I'll hit the inn right before, and then I'll be there. I grabbed the Favored Soul, by the way.
Yeah, I'll purchase a card.
Wow, I don't even know what I'm going to do with this abundance of spell slots. I get a 3rd and a 4th.
Yep, I have a 5th and a 4th to slot. So I could just slot Firewall full time then, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, you might, for now, you'll probably want it, but you probably won't want it forever.
What else would I want? D-Door?
Yeah. Charm Monster, D-Door,
I'm not gonna cast Charm Monster.
Fire Shield. See,
Ice Storm maybe.
Ice Storm is strong. I don't think I'm gonna. If you're gonna do Firewall, I'm not gonna do Firewall. This way we're not overlapping our firewalls. So I'll do the D-Door and you can do the, for now at least.
What's 5th level spell do
I always have to look.
I already have Cyclonic Blast and Bubble. I can get Cone of Cold
Cone of Cold's really strong.
or one of the 2 dots. I don't feel like I'm gonna use either of those. I don't feel like I'm gonna cast Cone of Cold in either though.
You already doing Ball Lightning?
Yeah, I don't have protection from elements though. I should go find a scroll and
Yeah, Protection from Elements Mass is what I was doing.
it's not mass level 5, it's just
Oh,
protection from elements.
it's all of them for you though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't have that yet. So
And then I'm a big fan of Cloud Kill.
you don't have that. Or Teleport. I don't have that either yet.
Oh, I can give you a Teleport Scroll.
Well, I can just go buy one.
Alright, you good?
Let me check my spell components. Yes.
Oh, does any of these spells take spell components? Oh, it doesn't matter. I only did one new 4th level spell. It's so weird knowing that Maybar is going on and that we're not doing anything about it on this server.
I went over and did all the quests one time on my main guy just to get XP. Basically got a level on it.
Yeah, it's real good.
feel like I've abandoned MO with it.
Yeah, I went through and I played him yesterday. I'll probably try to do some more. But again, I got a lot of junk going on this next couple of days. The rest of the month.
Skeleton is 300 HP.
243.
We're skipping this first part and just.
This is not this one.
Oh, this is number 2, isn't it?
Yep. I told Tobrel the exact same thing.
Random monster.
This is what I think of your random monster. Alright, let's go. A few more hit points for us all. Yay! I almost have as many hit points now as your skeleton.
I was like, how does Samius have more hit points than I do? Then I was like, oh, he's sort of wobbles. That's D6, not you.
So I figured out that the Chill Touch SLA typically doesn't do damage to the undead, but it does proc them for taking damage. So like if they're immune to start with, they start immune, but then I can start zapping them after.
It doesn't seem like that's correct, but okay.
Yeah, so like I found a spell that lets me first love tap and then follow up.
The necrotic touch should do that.
Yeah, but the necrotic touch heals. Like they do take that first blast of healing.
But chill touch is not a necro spell, so it's weird that it does.
It's a necromancy spell. Chill touch.
Huh. I still don't have that enhancement though.
Yeah, it's 1 point over in the. Oh, okay. The do damage to with your negative energy.
Yep.
Yeah, I like it.
That's because I have all that stuff into the PK from nothing.
Right.
So there's 3 points into the PK, so that it's low SP, and then 3 points into the illusion DC.
Right. And I'm always going to be like at least 1 full DC behind you. So it doesn't make sense for both of us to try to PK things that way. Like I can get close, but at least in
Well,
theory,
your intelligence might be higher than mine. I don't know.
it should be close.
I've only got a 32.
Well, I currently have a 34, but I just drank a pot. We got a Fear Reaper. All right, ready?
Yeah.
So yesterday we did ranged first, and it did nothing. I'm gonna work on melees this time. I'm gonna kill an archer. So I'm getting now almost 30 a tick from your healing aura.
Yep.
Not
I can
bad.
see it.
Just trying to figure out how much more of that healing amp I want to try to work in.
Doesn't that healing there affect the skeletons?
Yeah, I'm healing them for about 25.
It doesn't show.
The ones my healing amp does not do that.
It shows me. It's 29.
Okay.
It heals.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not.
41 heals.
It's not my
75 on a crit.
It's not my aura that's doing the work right now. All right, Door. Now you just got ridiculous. Full Moon has logged on.
What?
Oh,
That's me.
that's you. I'm just taken back by the names sometimes, is all.
Just strange. What can I say?
Oh, that's alright. There's nothing wrong with being a little bit different. I instantly went, what? I instantly went to a dirty place. And I was amused.
Thank you, Sam. I'll bend over next time I see you, too.
Oh my goodness. Imagine you're probably a lady character even.
Yes, I am.
Famine Reaper.
I see.
Or I never played a male character. I just
Yes.
Whoa!
like one shot my skeleton.
Yeah, it was 140.
Whoa, throw it to 139.
Yeah, 140-ish damage. Stand over here for a second. So that's Sonic Blast, my man. Can be real bad. There are not enough protections for against that. Here's a refresh on Hay Rage. I made him scared. He's crying. He's running away. Running away like a little lady. Like I took away his lollipop.
Who, what are you
Carnage
talking
Reaper.
about? I'm back here, in the back.
Okay. One's dead.
Somebody else died, though.
Yeah, my warlock. I successfully feared a zombie or this guy.
I don't think you can get Warlock Ireland.
No. What'd I say? Warlock? Favorite soul. All the same thing in my mind.
Watching the hirelings attack these ghostly skeletons in like 0, 0, 0, 0.
Immune.
Is pretty...
Immune. Yeah, if I could give him good, I would. Skipping this fight?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
I was scolding my cat. I thought he was getting into something, so I heard some noise, but it's the neighbor's hammer. Oh, I fell off the side.
Hey, thanks again for that shoe. I didn't hear it go off, but I saw it go off. So, sploosh. Appreciate that, buddy. Oh, I heard it the first. I heard it the first 2 times. Just didn't hear it that time.
My hireling is really bound and determined to kill something in the back there.
Yeah, there are 2 ghostly skeletons on their way.
3 of them.
Oh god, now we gotta listen to You're Not My Supervisor for 5 minutes. I do appreciate that as well, though.
You're not my super.
I think I'm gonna clean this demon soul and then I'm gonna jump down and shrine.
It's bad that I want to stand in the arcane skeletons aura to get my.
I do it sometimes. Alright, I'm gonna jump down and shrine. I'll be right back up here. I still feel like of all of them, that one is the most appropriate shoe. Ends with E. Well, thank you for that, everyone coming in from those various streams. Thank you very much for hanging out with us. Switch this one to over here. Probably continue to, well, I don't know. I do have that new wand from Beef. Could probably use that on Trogbrel for quite a while, actually. Then I can free up the second little spell slot for quite a while. Oh, that's alright. If I didn't like the "You're Not My Supervisor," I wouldn't have put it on the list. Alright, I am here. You around? Alright, you're around. Carnage Reaper busy attacking Randy, perhaps? It's odd. I don't know, I just love it when the skeletons that normally would be immune to chill touch become scared and run away. It's like my favorite thing.
I liked that skeletal archer moved to try and shoot us and died in the
Alright, third favorite thing then. I also enjoy that. Also going to enjoy some breakfast here.
It's not breakfast.
It's the first time I'm breaking my fast. Still my breakfast.
Lunch.
Still my breakfast.
It's still lunch.
We can disagree.
You're wrong.
That's,
It's not a matter of disagreement. It's a matter of you being incorrect.
nah, it's called breaking fast. Literally,
No,
it's right there in the name.
The parlance of those terms is dictated by the time that you eat them, not how many meals you had.
So like if I got up at 8 because I worked overnight.
6 p.m. You're having dinner, not breakfast.
So if I got up at 10 p.m. because I work overnights, that's when I get up and I start work. I'm having dinner and then what at like 2 when I'm hungry, and then again at 6. or whatever.
Are you okay? I don't know anybody that works that schedule and eats 3 meals. Whoa, where did all this shit come?
I'm not sure.
I don't know. All of a sudden, I saw like 12 red bars coming in from the back door.
Oh, you know what? It was probably when I shrined and I ran back through that room.
It's no big deal.
They
I was
finally,
just like, whoa, that's a lot of
they
shit.
finally
all of a
caught up.
sudden.
I just assumed you were trapped in that room, going up for the lever. As I saw you run up that way.
Oh, there goes my heart. Going to get him.
All right. Your hireling's all about killing the guys behind us and nothing for the guys in front.
Maybe he thinks he's the rear guard.
I left those guys back there with the ghostly skeleton with 16 hit points. They're probably still back there fighting me. Oh man. Fear Reaper. Oh, champ.
Decay, is this still, it still works in the game, doesn't it? Why doesn't it show you how much decay you have once you reach 200?
Guild decay?
Yes.
I don't think it's a thing anymore.
It's there.
Is it? I thought they took it out.
I don't think so.
Well, I've actually seen units that where everybody quit playing and their guild dropped from 200 and they're now about 164. But at the same time, ours has reached 200 and we do not know how much guild we should get, or because it doesn't show guild anymore. You know,
From my experience, the guild renown that you earn from just like randomly killing monsters and quests is enough to upkeep it. Assuming that like 30% of your players in your guild are active. There's a Fear Reaper over there soon.
See it? Letting you finish your story before I called it out. Yeah, no, I was under the impression that they had removed it, but maybe they had just removed it for guilds under a certain size.
We also had a player leave our guild, and we went from 200 to 199. It took, I don't know, 2 days to get back to 200. So that wasn't. So you earned enough to sustain it pretty. Can you search that door and see if we get the extra 5%?
Yeah, that's fine. I don't think we will for one search door, but, no.
It's worth a shot.
No. Tote's fine. Cost me nothing. Oh, light bear though, that's pretty bad news, bears. Don't forget, firewalls touch. Only the biggest one works.
They're the same. I just wanted them to have a bigger area. It's not like I could have matched or something. It's they're right. But if you make them in a plus pattern, then it's bigger.
Alright, you ready?
Famine Reaper.
So what I'm hearing is...
He's dead.
Oh, Randy. Randy got one-shotted.
Get on out here, Galera.
She don't want to come. She likes it in there. Makes her feel warm and fuzzy. Alright, you ready? I think that's a definite maybe. 233 Reaper experience.
478.
Are you running a pot?
No.
526.
I have done most of these quests, so
I do not have a potion.
that's the difference between first time bonus and repeating it, but first time for the day.
And I only have the 15% XP, not the 25.
Yep. Alright, so if I recall correctly, that's your time.
It is.
So I will probably also just wrap up here, get something to eat, do some things. If everything kind of works out according to plan, hopefully I'll have the new camera up and running. I'll be able to do some stuff on the bus maybe tomorrow afternoon. So I'm going to fiddle with that this afternoon for a while and see if I can't get that working. So as always, please hit the like, subscribe, follow buttons depending on where you're watching. I do really appreciate it. If you enjoyed the stream and would like to financially support the stream a little bit, jumping over to patreon.com/Samius, I'll throw a link up in the various chats here in about 4 seconds, is a great way to help the stream out for as little as $1 a month, or of course you can kick it into up to $3 a month. Really do appreciate each and every person who does that. Makes a big deal. Makes a big difference in keeping the stream up and running. Alright everybody, with that I'm going to peace out. There are lots of other people streaming Dungeons & Dragons Online today. Feel free to go jump into one of those. I'll be back, I'm going to assume around 8 this evening. On the hardcore server with Trog Brell here. But don't quote me. It might be a little later than that. 8:30, 9 o'clock even, but I'm going to aim for around 8. Alright everybody, peace, much love, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Or tonight, I guess. Tonight. Toodles.